Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly reading on the Astroflower, going from the 4th right through to the 10th of September. Energies coming through from the sun. I did a special reading on that on our channel as well. I'll also be doing an energy update on my sister channel, which is called Cymatic TV. You'll find it linked in the description below. That'll be coming out after this reading, some point in the evening. Yes, let's just get on and see what's going on. Let's see how these energies are helping us to understand a lot of things, basically. 5 of Cups. This obviously is a fire sign thing. What do I get off of this 5 of Cups? Because I'm trying to... I think this is the past more than anything else. I think it's a realization. A realization that there's certain aspects in your life that you're really quite disappointed in. And if you focus on them, they become a problem. That's the thing. What you should be focusing on is these 2 cups here. The 2 of Cups there that will allow you to go ahead and go across that bridge in the background there and go to that new town that is in front of you. So it's a new life that's asking you to go towards. Don't look to the past. Don't be disappointed about the past. Learn from the past. Yeah, maybe, true. But don't be disappointed and don't focus on your disappointments. That's the thing. The overall energy here is telling you to focus on what the good things are available. And yes, it may ask you to start walking away from something. Let's just have a look, see what's going on. On your relationships here, 10 of Wands, I think that is tied into the 5 of Cups. And this could be a case that you're carrying too much from a very past relationship, a long-term relationship in the past, or you're in a long-term relationship that you're disappointed with. You know, it's no fault of one person, everybody's involved, but it could be just a case of carrying too much, trying to make everything work when it shouldn't be just laid upon the shoulders of one person. And I think that's what your understanding is this week, that you need to sort of get into your box, as it were. Okay, let's just see how the universe is influencing you. Yeah, you got the Ace of Cups. I think this is where all the influences are going to be pointing towards that 2 of Cups there. That's what it's all about. So the universe here is sort of saying, I'll give you my heart if you give me your heart. It's a real fair exchange. It's a beautiful thing. The universe is one of those 2 cups, right? And this is what it's come up. The universe really wants you to sort of open up your heart and realize the beautiful journey you can live. You know, and you can't make omelettes without breaking eggs. So I think you need to realise a few things that just don't, talking, communication is the best. There is no doubt about it. Explaining the situation that doesn't correspond to you, or what doesn't sit right with you, work it out with the person or the people that are around you. So then you can explore the heart chakra. Explore that sort of Ace of Cups sort of scenario. And your guides here are connecting to your past, your future. Yes, I think you've done a lot of good work. Yes, I think you've been shown the possibilities of the happy life, the bonheur, as they say in French, the happy hour. And I think you've been shown this. I think you've been given a really good taste of this, and you know within your hearts of hearts what you should be doing and where you should be going, basically. I think that's really obvious for you, where you've come from. So I think you've tasted this, and now it's a case of how do you put it into place, really. Let's see what's this. Choices, definitely. I think they should be logical choices. And I think this is according to this, basically. I think it's logical choices about what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and let it go. You are in your autumn period. It's only the start of your autumn period. Not all of you will be there. It depends on your birthday, of course. It's 3 months before your birthday, basically. And I think there is choices, and I think you have recognized these choices that need to be made. And they're very physical choices. They're very physical in the way we do things and etc. And when you choose that, You know, when you make that choice, that physical choice in the direction, then yes, definitely just take it and go for it, you know. I think the choice is, and this is where your future is you're going to be walking away from conflicts and confrontations that are not worth winning. Yeah, you could be in there and yeah, you could win them. And I reckon you could. You know, morally, you're probably in a very good position. You know, emotionally, you know, you seem to be straight up with yourself in a way, physically as well. But is it worth winning? Is it worth it? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. Is it worth putting yourself out there for that, or that sort of thing? You know, I would just, yeah, there's definitely choices that need to be made for you, basically. No doubt about it. Let's see what's going on the material side. 7 of Pentacles, realization as well, on this side as well. 7 of Pentacles, nurturing your future. I'm getting, what I'm getting off is like, you're either in a job or a business or a project, and you're understanding how to, what areas to push and what areas not to push within that workspace in order to get the best out of life. And I think you've understood this, and I think this is now, is you've got to start applying that. There's no point just sort of saying, oh yeah, that's it, and not applying it, but you've got to apply it. You know, so I think this is a bit of a realization of how to put things into play. You've got another 7 as well, and that's coming from the universe. The universe here is sort of saying, take that wand. That wand is your life. That is wand is your passion. What you get passionate about according to what you're doing, according to your job, your business, your projects, everything like that. Anything in the material world. If you're passionate about something, then follow it. That's your evident path. And your previous success, so basically it's built upon things that you understand. And that's what the universe is trying to help you realize. The focus on the things that need nurturing, that's going to bring you success. And with this realization, I think the universe is trying to help you understand that the passion that you need to put into it. Once you start putting the passion into it, it's going to be hunky-dory. Absolutely brilliant, I think. Because I think it seems obvious to you. Blimey, look at that. There's 9 of Wands as well. I think these realization of what is working, or what, you know, needs to be nurtured, and what path to be followed. This is a similar sort of thing. This is approaching your past and your future, and you've got the 9 of Wands. He's also got, or that person's also got that staff, that passion in their life that they're taking on. And the 8 of Wands is the messages, the things that you've understood that you don't want to do anymore. Yes, I said you're coming into your autumn period, so it is a moment of reflection. It is a realization of what you've been doing over the last year, what you want to be doing in the coming year. And using those healthy boundaries of the past, the realization of all of that, to stop you repeating the same problems that you might have been having in your material life, in your job, your business, or your projects, over the past year even, you know, because that's where you're heading. I knew there's a success coming out of this, but there was a lot of undersurface, you know, there's a lot of groundwork that's being done here, which is really good. And it is going to bring you abundance. It's going to make you feel really strong and really confident about who you are and what you're doing, basically. Absolutely brilliant. You know, and I think that's what you're working towards, and I think you will work to that. You're going to turn that 7 into a 10. That's what you're going to do, or that's what you're trying to do. There is no doubt about it. What's the overall outcome? Page of Cups. Forging a new journey with your heart and your passion. And I think it's you've got to be wary of this as well, because there is a certain illusion, I think, in here, where if you work hard, then you don't have to concentrate on your relationships. Just be careful of that. That's one thing I'm getting off of it. The other thing I'm getting off of it is that it is opening up this passionate possibility as you go forward, and make you realize how fantastic life can be again, and just believing in it, believing in the dream, believing in the in love, in the joyous part of life. Because when you look in the world outside, sometimes it ain't easy, is it? You know, I've got to blow my nose. Excuse me, I will be there in 2 seconds. Thank you. Yes, so, yeah, believing in the possibilities, almost believing in the impossibilities. You know, that's where, you know, that fish there cannot live in that cup on its own. There is no doubt about it. It can't do that. But you want to believe it. I want to believe it. You know, we want to believe in that future. And I think this is where you come into it. With your passion, with the way you do things and everything like that. You create that enthusiasm for life in the world around you. And it just rubs off on everybody else. You know, so I would most definitely explore that avenue. Heading towards your abundance and nurturing it and learning how to nurture it. That's what this week's all about. Everyone seems to be getting it. It's a learning week. What's the 5 of Cups going on? Yeah, you got the 8 of Swords. Basically, here I think the overall energy here is sort of saying, yeah, stop looking to the past, stop looking to your disappointments. Makes you stuck, makes you indecisive, and you're not good when you're indecisive, Sagittarius. So yeah, it's looking forward and just making decisions, not necessarily quick decisions, but you know, sort of decisions that you know and you feel is right to make, basically. Let's just see what's going on with this 10 of Wands. You got the 2 of Cups. That Ace of Cups that comes in from the universe, and the 5 of Cups. I think this is where you have to now put yourself in alignment with yourself in order to get what you want to get, and you need to just let go of a few things. You know, that's what's been playing on you at the moment. With the Ace of look at that, Ace of Cups, the Lovers. Fall in love. I think you can. I think you have a real possibility of falling in love. I think this is when you realise about the past. Maybe there's a situation or a relationship that you've been in the past, or could be in at the moment. It's just like, no matter what you do, it's just not. It's not doing it, and you just want to be in love, and the universe is encouraging that. I don't necessarily think that maybe someone is turning up. We'll see in the rest of the cards here. I can't quite feel that. It might well be a surprise, someone that makes you realise a lot of things within your life. But whatever it is, the universe is really asking you to fall in love with yourself and be true to yourself, basically. That's what I think that's been saying there. You've got the 4 of Swords. A lot of people have been getting the 4 of Swords. Do check on the solar reading if there was any of these cards were coming out on your solar reading. And yes, I think this one did come out. I think what you've realised in the past about you, the potential life can offer you, is giving you that healing. It's almost that driving force, that inner voice that's sort of saying, it could be so much better. It could be so much better, you know. And if you're feeling that, certainly if you've been in a relationship that's stuck, you know, and yes, and you can look to the past, you can look to whose fault it is, but these are not arguments worth winning. You know, so I would literally look to the future and allow that healing to happen within you. King of Cups. All that work that you've done under the surface that is in the past. I think you're carrying a lot with the situation. I think with these decisions that I'm saying, because it comes up with the 2 of Pentacles, right? And I was saying, I think there's physical decisions that you need to take, and I think you know the decisions. I think you know inside you. There's no getting away from them. You can't hide from yourself, as it were. And in order to make those decisions, you need to be in a calm, poised position. And yes, that's what the healing is all about. That's where your past will allow you to position yourself where you can actually see things honestly. And making those decisions within you is going to liberate you in so many ways. With the 5 of Swords, you get the Justice card. Yeah, harmony. I think that's what you're going to be bringing back into your life once you make those decisions, and once you make those decisions through your heart and through that, your calm and collective way, and realizing what you need to do. Once you make those decisions, yeah, people may want to argue about it, but if you feel it inside, there's nothing left to argue about, is there? There's only things to compromise, and I'm not sure that's a good idea for you at the moment, Sagittarius. I don't think it's a good idea for you. I think it's a case of you following your life. It's a real eye-opener this week. With the 7 of Pentacles, you get the 7 of Cups. It's all about realization. On your material side, it's all about realization. On this one here, there's only 1 cup giving water. I think this side here, the relationship side here, that's feeding into your business side. And this is why I said maybe you could work a little bit too much to cover over the shortcomings within your relationship. And we all do it. Don't worry about it. We all do it. But I think here is more a case of realizing how you treat your relationship side, you should treat your business side as well. Following your evident path, basically. Making calm, collective decisions about what needs to be nurtured and what needs to be cut away or let go of. Okay, and then you can then just follow that evident path going forward. The realization, number 7, that's what it is. And you get the 9 of Swords. Walking away from a repetitive situation. And I think this is a case where, if you're having problems within a relationship or even finding a relationship and stuff like that, throwing yourself into your material world, into your work, your business and your projects has been a recipe that you've been using. And with the 7 of Wands, I think you're realizing that recipe, you want to change cake. you want to change the recipe a little bit. And I think that's pretty obvious. And I think once you've realized that, and I think you've realized that already if you look at what you're doing in life, and now you've realized it, and this is what the 9 of Wands is all about, you are going to be able to set yourself free, and that's what you're working towards. Set yourself free. 9 of Swords to the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is something that's dead, done and dusted with. It doesn't hurt anymore. You can't feel anything about it. There's no sensation of, it's an ongoing situation. Within you, it's done and dusted. And I think this is what the healthy boundaries are all about. Just stopping you going back towards that 9 of Wands, which that is what the indecisiveness that I was, 9 of Swords, sorry, the indecisiveness that I was talking about. I think it's really important that you understand that. Oh, there's 2 cards that want to come out here. You got the Star cards and the Page Cups. And that's what it's coming towards in that. Look at that. That's a beautiful set. And I think that's a beautiful direction for you to be taking. And yes, it is opening up that passage of wonderment about life. And I think if you push those sides of your life, I think it's going to help you enormously on your relationship side and enormously on your material side as well. Both sides. So it's opening up to the possibilities of the impossible, basically. Start really manifesting things as you see fit. And moving on, basically. 8 of Wands. Yes. Okay, so this is offerings, this is communication, this is sort of inspiration, this is really vibrant, lucky, happy-go-lucky energy, stuff that is connecting with the outside world, and that's what you're opening that pathway to, that wonderment of life, as I said. On this side here, you're getting, I think you are making this offering. I didn't even explain it, did I? I really do apologise. You are making this offering, this one here. You're making the offering with the Knight of Cups. And as I say, I think this is this other cup here in a way, that second cup that we were talking about, and bringing this all back into balance and harmony, which you get with the Justice card. stepping out of those conflicts on that side there, you're going to bring yourself back into a harmonious place that's going to be beautiful for you. And if there is any, this is on the relationship side, right? Okay, so if there's any complications on that sort of side, I would really approach it in a harmonious thing and sort of like keep your eye on that. So then that does stop you getting involved in any sort of conflict that doesn't really serve you. And on this side, on the material side, back to that, this 10 of Pentacles, the abundance, the ultimate combination of how you want to live life and what you want to do, is you are offering something. You are engaging in something which is going towards your dreams and aspirations, which is that card there. And then in the future, how does it play out with that ace, with that page of cups? That's when the information starts coming through. That's when the realization of what you're nurturing for your future comes through, and it does bring a great deal of success. Does bring a great deal of success. Sorry, I'm getting all my tongue tied up. So there you go, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for being here with us. Do appreciate it. Don't forget that energy update over on Somatic TV. You'll find a link to that channel down in the description below. Loads of other things to find in there as well. I'll see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.